Okay, well, I think what's happening in the market is we are seeing a lot more activity as a result of the ever-increasing confidence that's been going on in the overall economy. It's a slow old game, but it's certainly been building momentum. Each week we see more buyer inquiry and we see more activity on sale files. We're also seeing an increasing number of completions happening. I think what we're also seeing is we're seeing a fairly slow process between offer and acceptance and completion of a sale. Lawyers are taking a long time, banks are taking a long time. So that is slowing stuff down. But despite all of that, there is a sort of a train carriage effect and more stuff is starting to come through to completed sales.
Makes a change to hear some good news, doesn't it?
Well, certainly, I think the banks are definitely lending. They are not lending at anything like the pace that they were lending 5 years ago, but they are lending. I mean, obviously, some of the banks have just completely shut up shop, but the major high street banks are lending into the business purchase market.
Given that the very long boom that we had before 2007 was pretty much fueled by this very abundant credit, presumably now we've returned to this traditional model, that may well presage a kind of a slower but more sustainable growth.
Yes, I do. I think we're going to go back to probably what it was like in my childhood, where people just kind of got on and they toiled away and they made a decent profit. But the sort of the get rich quick concept, I think, is probably going to be difficult to achieve. So I think there are fewer routes to exit in terms of being able to own a business, build it up and sell it in a short space of time. Because I think, the purchaser market is going to be much more prudent. Even if a purchaser is gagging to do a deal, he's going to be held back by his bank and by his advisors.
Which sectors are particularly interesting or wise to invest in at the moment?
We are seeing a major shift towards manufacturing businesses, and they have become really very hot. So engineering and manufacturing, which were pretty much unsellable 5 years ago because everybody thought that manufacturing was going to be going offshore to China, that is all shifting back again. And what we're seeing now is manufacturing at the high quality end is in very strong demand, and a lot of manufacturing businesses where they have a high level of value add and expertise are actually doing extremely well. I think if you're running a traditional shop or a traditional retail premises without any significant online presence, it's extremely tough. I think in any other sector than food, I think it's a real struggle. And I don't actually think that will change